We're hunting in Oregon on Seth's Hunt of a Lifetime for big old elk, and Wired Outdoors starts right now. Hello and welcome to Wired Outdoors. This is one of my favorite shows every year, and it's our Camo Cares show. And if you followed us here at Wired Outdoors, you know every year we have a one-day event called Camo Cares in Freiburg, Pennsylvania, where we raise money to send children suffering from life-threatening illnesses and wounded veterans on their hunt of a lifetime. And this year, in one day, we raised over $160,000, which was enough to send over 70 kids and vets on their hunts. But each year we pick one kid and one vet to tag along with. This year we're going to be joining a very special young man named Seth Davis as he heads to Oregon to chase some elk.
After Seth was diagnosed, we basically treated him like a normal child throughout his elementary years, and everything seemed to be okay, and we only treated him like he had cystic fibrosis when we would do his treatments. He liked to ride his bike and play baseball and all those kinds of things, and he was only in the hospital maybe once every couple years. And by the time he hit the junior high years, it got more difficult for him. He wasn't able to play baseball or play any sports anymore, and he would still like to do fishing and hunting and things that didn't require as much energy for him to actually move and run around. The last couple years he hasn't been able to go to school even. He's been requiring to wear oxygen all the time, and he doesn't really have the ability or energy to carry his books and book bags and all this kind of stuff. So for the last 2 years he's been pretty much homeschooled with a tutor from the school. We've had to make a lot of adjustments as the family, and anyone who has a child with a chronic illness realizes there's a lot of medical expenses, and we have a lot of time off work, so we don't really have the money to do this type of a trip that was given to us. It's been really special to be able to bring him here to the lodge and to go on this hunt and do something that he would never ever be able to do. He's faced a lot of challenges and difficult times over the years, and he's had numerous surgeries. And currently he's getting worked up to have a lung transplant. So to be able to be away from all of that for a few days and not think about any of that has been absolutely fantastic.
You know, when Seth was born, he, just apple of my eye. Just loved everything about having a small baby boy, and so excited about being able to do things and thinking of the future, what we could do together. And it's been going through my head for a long time. And it right out the gate, I mean, he was my boy. As a parent, as a father, I mean, you want your kids to have everything possible. Hunting is something I've always enjoyed. I just wanted to be that dad that could do things with his son and just have a great time and love the things that I love, and give him that opportunity. As a father, that's one of my greatest joys in the world, is being able to go out in the woods with my son and watch him experience what I love and watching him love it also.
Well, the time was finally here for Seth's Hunt of a Lifetime, and I gave his dad Wes a call about a week out from the event, and he explained to me that Seth had been really sick. He was actually in the hospital 3 weeks prior, but the doctors felt he was going to be strong enough to go out on the hunt for a few days. So the one thing that is always so humbling on these trips is the people who open their hearts and their souls to these kids. We're going to be heading to the mountains of Oregon to the Timber Tiger Lodge, and from everybody, the owner of the lodge, Tom, to Ron, who was our cook, Brent and Clay, who was our guide. These guys poured their heart and souls into making sure Seth had the trip of a lifetime. So Seth finally gets to camp. He got there a day late because of airport problems, but he finally gets there. We get his gun sighted in, and we're ready to go hunting.
This is the best tag you can have in the state of Oregon. It is a statewide, anywhere we want to hunt, from the 1st of September till the end of November. So this is a pretty cool tag to have.
This is what you bring your Navy SEAL friends for.
putting Bobby to work. He's loving it. Who won the shoe on the first night anyway?
Yeah, what's the fun of that?
It was Hunt of a Lifetime. They go out and shoe on the first night.
Gotta have a little suspense.
Yeah, gotta have a little drama.
It was a little bit disappointing when we didn't see any elk that first night, but I learned a long time ago I don't get disappointed, I don't get discouraged, because I know the big man upstairs is in charge and he always delivers for these kids. But what was really cool was just getting to know Seth and goof around with him a little bit, and what a cool kid. You saw my good friend Bobby, you know, he carried him in and they were goofing around and laughing the whole time. Maybe that's why we didn't see anything. But day 2 is a whole new day and things are about ready to heat up.
Morning. It is bright and early here on our second day on with Seth on the Hunt of a Lifetime. What time did we get up this morning?
Too early.
Too early. We got to bed about midnight. We got up at 3 o'clock in the morning. But he's doing awesome. He's really excited. We're listening to Bull's Bugle already. So hopefully we're going to be in it soon. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to get milk today.
He is. He's ready. So send those prayers and thoughts and hopefully it all works out. Okay, what we have is we got a good bull working up this draw out in front of us, and it's looking good. It looks like he's gonna come up towards us. What do you think?
I think.
Seth thinks we're in business, so we'll see. Shoot him. You got him. Hey, what do you think? That's a poke. Good shot, buddy.
Shut up.
Hey, yeah, you did. That's about a 300-yard shot. All right, as you saw, my man Seth just put a great shot on a bull. It was about 300 yards away. We were hoping it was going to get a little bit closer. It's a really good bull. Was that awesome or what?
That felt great.
Your hunt of a lifetime, buddy. Awesome. It's a good bull. We're going to go put our hands on him. We know he's down over here. Very, very proud of you, bud. What a hunt, huh? Good job. Good job. Welcome to the Brotherhood,
How
dog.
you gonna get that thing out?
Oh, we'll get it out. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Hey, Mom. I got one. That's huge.
Good shot. Awesome shot, dude.
Okay, as you can see, my main man Seth put a great shot on this bull. What was it, about 250, 300 yards.
Yeah, I was around 300 yards.
Yeah, unreal. What a hunt, buddy. Did you have your hunt of a lifetime? Yeah, what an awesome hunt. What about you, Dad? Truly, truly, you know, can't say enough. You know, we're here, and what always amazes me when we go on these trips is the amount of people that it takes to pull something like this off, from what we do at Camo Cares to Hunt of a Lifetime to guys like Clay to Tom and Brett and the people at the lodge to just open their homes and their hearts for these kids. It's absolutely amazing, and it's so humbling, and it's just such a privilege for us, you know, to have Bobby here with me, who's always been one of our biggest supporters, to be involved in something like this. But at the end of the day, the best thing is to see kids like this smiling. And Seth, I just got to say one thing to you, buddy. Keep fighting, man. You're an awesome, awesome kid, and it's been a privilege, buddy. Thanks for letting us tag along, and thanks for joining us on Wired Outdoors.
This whole experience has been so fantastic. I know there are so many people behind the scenes at Hunt of a Lifetime that we don't even know that have done things to help make this happen. The people here at the lodge have been wonderful. From the moment we walked in, they opened their hearts and homes to us, and they've been fabulous and welcomed us into their family. And then the people at Camo Cares, when we went out there to Pennsylvania, we were just overwhelmed by all of the people that knew who we were and all the stuff that they did for us. You know, it's one thing how much a parent loves their child, but to have all these people that we don't even know to do all these wonderful things for us is just overwhelming.
This hunt for elk, and again, the people at the lodge and Jason and Hunt of a Lifetime, and they've made something happen that I'd never be able to give to my son. And they did that. And he's so excited. I'm so proud of him. And I, you know, he doesn't show a lot of emotion, but I can tell. I know my son. He was just bubbling. He was just so excited. He did something this week that I could never give to him. And he has achieved that dream. I know he'll always remember it as long as we have him.
Well, I think it's pretty easy to see why this is one of my favorite hunts every year. And what we do for these families and kids, the video can't even begin to describe it. And I get a lot of people who come up to me and they say, thanks for what you do. I get emails, but I cannot stress this enough. This is a team effort. We have so many people who support this. Like I said, we raised $160,000 in one day. So many people have got behind this cause because they see what we're doing with kids like Seth, and we can't say it enough. Thank you so much. And if you're interested in being a part of what we do at Camo Cares and Wired Outdoors, visit our website at wiredoutdoors.com and click on Camo Cares. You can donate directly there, see how you can become a part. And lastly, I think everybody heard me in the field, and I want to talk to you directly, Seth. I want to thank you so much for letting us be a part of your hunt. You are a really, really special kid, and I just want to say, keep fighting, bud. Keep fighting, and don't ever give up. Don't ever give up, bud. And God bless you and bless your family. And thank everybody out there who supports us. And thank you for joining us on Wired Outdoors.
I'm gonna stop him. Get him in the scope. Hold on, wait. You got him.
Meep.